Ukrainian authorities report a series of Russian rocket attacks hit a residential building in the city of Zaporizhzhia overnight. Emergency response teams rescued 9 people, including a pregnant woman. The attack killed at least 2 people, and rescue efforts are ongoing. Officials are raising concerns about the safety of the nearby nuclear power plant. The head of the International Atomic Energy Agency says the plant faces persistent security risks due to the war. This Saturday will mark 1 year since Russian forces seized control of the nuclear site. And as CNN's Clare Sebastian reports, experts are worried Russia's tight grip on the facility could lead to disaster.
A year into its occupation of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, Russia is making changes. Satellite images showing the dry storage area where spent nuclear fuel is kept after being cooled. First in August last year, then at the end of February, what looks like a wall or structure has appeared. Russia's atomic energy company Rosatom tells state media it's building a shield to protect against Ukrainian artillery strikes. A local Russian-backed official posted this in December, calling it a protective dome.
It's all illegal. Doing anything without license was a put and pack nuclear and radiation safety.
The head of Ukraine's atomic energy company, Energoatom, says it's all part of a deteriorating situation at Zaporizhzhia that he is powerless to stop.
What is the biggest risk right now when it comes to safety in the plant?
Biggest risk is that we do not know what is in their hands at the moment. And you can expect they can do anything. So they can continue shelling on the plant, for example.
Energoatom says Russia, which forcibly took over the plant last March, damaging several buildings in the process, continues to use it as a de facto military base. Video surfaced last summer of military trucks in one of the turbine buildings next to a reactor. Last month, Energoatom accused Russia of bringing hundreds of newly mobilized troops to the site before deploying them to the east. Rosatom's own press service for the power plant denied there's any heavy military equipment on the site, but noted that Russia's National Guard troops, Putin's domestic security force, are guarding the plant.
I'm very worried about Zaporizhzhia. I'm very worried.
Energoatom says the plant has been cut off from the electricity grid 5 times in total, leaving diesel generators the last line of defense before a catastrophe. Fighting has also come too close. The IAEA reports shelling hit a building housing fresh nuclear fuel in September and a reactor building in November. Energoatom now estimates 4,500 Ukrainian staff are left at the plant out of 11,000 before the war.
That reduction of the number of people is going to have a significant impact on their ability to maintain and function sort of systems, whether or not that's security systems, safety systems, radiation monitoring.
Nuclear expert Nick Tompkinson says he is working with the Ukrainian government to try to deploy radiation mapping systems at Zaporizhzhia and other nuclear sites.
One of the concerns could be that things could go missing from Zaporizhzhia, particularly some of the fuel. I'm not worried about a mistake. What I'd be worried about is an active decision to do something.
Ukraine's nuclear power company, though, is worried about a slow-motion mistake. Poor maintenance leading to the degradation of the equipment on the site, including the reactors themselves, currently all in various states of shutdown.
It is going to the stage nobody knows if we will be able to operate it again. And this is just a matter of time.
The Russian side says strict radiation safety standards are being observed. Hardly a consolation when 20% of Ukraine's electricity supply remains hostage to this war.
Rosemary, there is no let-up. The IAEA, the UN's nuclear watchdog, reports last weekend that the backup power line connecting the plant to the Ukrainian electricity grid was severed again. It was then restored. The staff there also said they heard around 20 detonations in the vicinity of the plant. This, as the IAEA is expressing concern that a planned rotation of staff to that plant is more than 3 weeks late. And I want to point out as well that Rosatom, Russia's nuclear energy monopoly, continues to avoid most Western sanctions, even as the rest of Russia's energy industry has been heavily sanctioned. Rosemary?
Many thanks to Clare Sebastian for that report.